Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session with Java with John. I'm John Rayhans, the General Manager. Thanks for joining me today. And I have a special guest today, Jim Curcio, our Director of Patrol. And I asked Jim to join us today because on occasions we'll get a few calls and emails about homeowners and guests traveling a little bit too fast on our roads. And this is one of the systems and techniques that Jim uses to remind members to slow it down a bit. But Jim, I know there's more to this system than meets the eye. Can you tell us about the Speedminder?
Sure. Thank you, John. The Speedminder is used primarily in areas that have reported speeding violations based on residents' observations. The Speedminder picks up vehicles at 750 feet and it'll record their speed as they approach. This particular street that we're on now is 25 miles per hour, which is all of our residential streets. The boulevards over in Oakwood are 35 miles per hour. We set the Speedminder to start picking up 5 miles per hour and more, and then we set it to turn off so that when they exceed that by possibly 40 or 50, but then it will turn off in order for the cars that are coming through not to test it, because they like to do that with seeing how fast they're going and use it as a check for their odometer. But we also utilize the data in order to analyze the traffic in various areas of our community. Residents have, and we've looked at speed bumps for various areas based on the traffic volume that we utilize or get from our speed. But this one happens to be one that'll give us an idea of the number of vehicles that are breaking the speed limit and those that are complying with it. So it's a good analytical tool that we use. We're moving it around in various areas of our community. Something we've got a schedule now that we hadn't utilized before, but that's kind of the way we're functioning with this particular equipment.
Jim, that's great. This is great information to have. I always enjoy reading the reports because oftentimes I'll get a member calling me, and appropriately so, they're saying, "Hey, John, I saw a car just zip by my house, clearly exceeding either the 25 or the 35 miles per hour." But with this report, we're able to not necessarily identify, but we can say, hey, of the 100 cars that maybe have gone by, maybe out of that 100, only 2 exceeded the speed limit, so that would be kind of a one-off experience. Obviously, if many or numerous cars are going above and beyond, then we have an issue, and this helps you define next steps. Would that be correct?
That's right, John. We try and analyze traffic as well as the speed of the traffic and the times of day. It's interesting to analyze it from the peak times of day. We can find out when our traffic is coming, whether it's a morning issue, noon issue, or evening. So that's another way we can determine traffic volume and time.
That's great. And thanks for mentioning earlier that the speed limits are in the close-knit residential areas 25 miles per hour, and on like E.J. Robeson it's 35.
Right.
And that's important for everybody to know and to observe. Also, I'm kind of an early bird. I come to work early. And when I get there, or when I'm on my way to the office, I see a lot of our members out walking, running, walking their pets, which I think is terrific. But it reminds me how important it is to be safe, drive safe, and follow that speed limit.
Yes, we've been very fortunate in Iron Oaks and Sun Lakes in general, but specifically Iron Oaks, because when our community was built, the majority of it was built without sidewalks. We happen to be in an area at the moment that is part of the city of Chandler, so there are sidewalks required. So the point that John making is very true. My take on it has as being a resident as well as being on patrol is that we funnel all of our residents in Oakwood and parts of Ironwood into the streets to walk, to run, to ride their bicycles, drive their golf carts, the regular vehicles, plus commercial vehicles. So it's a hazardous situation, and we're very in tune with the fact that we want you to drive by the speed limit, not exceeding it. I know you're all, some people are in a hurry, but that doesn't justify hitting someone or creating an accident that shouldn't be.
Well, Jim, thank you very much. This has been very educational for all of us, so I appreciate all that information you shared with us. I just want to remind everybody about the Stone and Barrel features this week. Thursday night, we're going to have cheeseburger sliders. On Friday night, we'll have the shrimp platter, and we'll also have sea scallops on the menu as well that night as our fresh catch, and I know our members love that dish, so come in for that. Saturday night, of course, is prime rib night, and also our early bird special this week is Swedish meatballs over with egg noodles with a creamy demi sauce for only 12 bucks. So hope you join us. Again, remember, wear your mask, social distance, and stay safe.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.